Hi guys, good morning and welcome back. So today in this lecture we are starting with a different type of wait which is known as explicit wait. Alright, so in here it is used to apply wait for a specific element. Alright, and in here we have got WebDriver wait, which is used for explicit wait. Alright, and then to work on WebDriver wait, you need to have selenium extras package. Okay, so for that what we can do, let's go back to root folder and from here go to browse and search for selenium extras, and the second option that we have got is click on that and install. Okay, once the installation is done, you can check in your packages that this is there. Alright, now let's go back to code. Okay, now let me open a website. Okay, in here when you do the close examination, we see that these elements are moving. Now it is AI, and then automation, now it is monitoring, consultation, optimization, and back to AI. Okay, now you have got a business requirement that you want to validate if optimization text is visible in the moving elements. Okay, so this is your test case. So now let's see like how we can achieve this. So first of all we can create a class explicit example. Okay, and in here you can create your interface, which is okay. After this you can create a method which is public void, and I want to run my test on Chrome. Okay, after that I want to initialize my driver, which is driver equals to new Chrome driver. Okay, post that I want to maximize my browser, which is driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Alright, once that is done, I want to navigate to the website URL, which is driver dot navigate dot go to URL, and I can paste my URL, which is okay. Now let me go back to website and try to inspect that optimization. Okay, so if we look at this HTML elements here, so we can see that it has got class and it has got its value. Okay, and then also it has got its text. Okay, so you see that it is actually visible and then it is getting hidden. Okay, So I want to grab that soon that becomes visible. Okay, I will copy this now. Okay, and now let's paste this somewhere for now. Okay, so now it's time to see how we can use explicit wait. So to work on explicit wait, we have to use web driver wait equals to new web driver wait. Okay, and in here I can pass driver comma and the time span. And let's suppose I'm giving 10 seconds here. Okay, now let's try to understand this statement. So it is like I'm telling Selenium that to interact with an element, I want to pause it for 10 seconds unless and until that specific element is found, which in our case is their optimization text, right? Now what I can do, I need to work on few methods. Okay, wait dot until selenium extras dot wait helpers dot expected conditions dot. See, when you put on dot, okay, you see many methods are showing up here, right? So in our case, we want to make sure that the element is visible, and once the element is visible, I want to grab the text. Okay, so to check for visibility, we should be using element is visible. Similarly, based on the criteria, you can use different methods. Okay, and in here I can pass by dot class name. Okay, and the value. So the value I have is this. Okay, after that, let's suppose I want to store that in element. Okay, and since this is my web element, I can use interface iWeb element. Alright, now let me put the condition if element dot equals optimization, then console dot write line the element is found. Okay, and then you can concatenate this with element dot text. Okay, else you can output the element is not found. Alright, and then you can give driver dot quit, which will close all the browsers. Alright, so what we are doing, we are trying to look for this element optimization within 10 seconds. So once that is found, I will be storing that in element. Okay, and I am doing the comparison here. If the element equals to optimization, the element is found, and else the element is not found. Okay, now let's see like if we are able to achieve this using this way. Okay, before that I need to create object, so which is explicit example obj equals to new explicit example, and in here using object I can call the method test on Chrome. Now let me run the code and see what is the output we are getting. So you see here I am getting message the element is not found, right? So now let's try to understand why we are getting this message. Okay, now if we look at this moving elements, so we see that class has got its value visible. Okay, so sooner the class value is visible, okay, it's going to get me the value, I mean the text value. So in our case it is always AI which is getting visible first, okay, sooner after navigation. That's why that AI value is getting stored in element and AI is not equal to optimization. That's why when you check this condition, so the condition is AI is not equal to optimization, so your else part is getting executed. Okay, so that is the reason you are not able to find in here. Okay, so to achieve this we can do few modifications. Okay, so before that there's something which you need to know. This is known as lambda expression. Okay, so lambda expression in C# is used to look for element unless and until it is found within iteration. Okay, so let's make use of lambda expression to achieve our purpose. Okay, so what we can do, let's suppose you define wait dot until. Okay, and in here I want to use an instance and use lambda expression. And in here I will actually take this and paste in here. Alright, after that just close this, and this iWeb element you can remove, and let's suppose you can define it outside iWeb element equals to null. Alright, now here the iteration would take place. Once the element is found, I am going to return the boolean value, return element dot text equals optimization. Okay, and this is going to return me a boolean value. Alright, I hope it is clear until here. Let's try to put this under your try catch block, try. Okay, and then close this, and then you can have one catch block which will catch an exception. So your exception is something like no such element exception is found. Once the element is not found, we can throw no such element exception, no such element exception, and from here I can return false. Alright, now let's do your validation here. If element is not equal to null and element dot text equals optimization. Okay, I am going to output the element is found. Alright, before that we have to do one more thing. Let's suppose within 10 seconds your element is not found. Okay, so I want to get one exception, which is timed out exception, and I can use try catch block to catch it. Okay, let's suppose I use try here. Okay, and let me close this, and in here I can define catch to catch my timeout exception. Okay, and in here I can say something like console.writeLine the element is not found within the time frame. Alright, now in the final block, what I can do, finally block, I can put this quit method. Okay, now let's try to understand this quickly. So when Selenium tries to look for optimization, okay, so it's going to iterate unless and until this optimization is found. Once that is found, it is going to return me a boolean value. Okay, so in that case value is optimization, which is equal to optimization. Okay, and it is equal to true. Okay, now that true value is coming in this if block. True is not equal to null, which is true, true and true, which is element dot text, which is optimization is equal to optimization, which is true and true is what? True. So at that time this is the thing which will be executed. Okay, now let me run the code and see what is the output we are getting. So you can see that the element is found, right? So using lambda expression we are able to achieve this one. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you guys, and if you have any questions please ask me over the comments. Yeah, and yeah, if you like my video please do like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.